You know those stories that start with promise and end with a question mark? This one's about A.J. Armstrong, a star athlete, a loving son, and now a convicted murderer. But, as with most things in true crime, nothing is ever as clear as it seems. Picture this. July 29, 2016, Houston, Texas. Former NFL player Antonio Armstrong Sr. and his wife Dawn are murdered in their own bed. The killer uses Antonio's own pistol. Their 16-year-old son, AJ, is the one who calls 911. He's calm, maybe too calm, the kind that makes your skin crawl. He whispers about a ringing in his ears, a detail prosecutors say is common after firing a gun. Now, the house? No sign of forced entry. The alarm was set, doors locked, and no one broke in. Whatever happened that night, the killer was already inside. And AJ? He's arrested within hours. But then, things get complicated. For years, the case drags. The first two trials end in hung juries. Evidence is thin. No gunshot residue, no bloody clothes. There's a bullet hole in AJ's ceiling, burn marks on the carpet, and a weird note. I have been watching you for a long time. Motive? The prosecution points to inheritance searches and texts where his mom calls him a liar. AJ's defense throws out big questions, too. What about his half-brother Josh, who battled mental illness and later claimed to witness the murders? Was Josh telling the truth, or was it PTSD-induced confusion? And AJ says he saw a masked intruder running away, though he didn't mention that on his 911 call. The game changer 7 years later, in a third trial, a forensic analyst finds tiny blood specks on AJ's shirt, hidden under a police visitor's badge. The prosecution calls it the smoking gun, but AJ's team screams foul. Was it contamination, or worse, was it planted? In August 2023, AJ is found guilty. He's sentenced to life, parole possible in 40 years, but the story refuses to end. In 2024, AJ's lawyers find out the lab analyst who discovered the blood evidence was fired for faulty work. They push for a new trial, and when that fails, AJ sues the Houston police, claiming they planted evidence. And the fallout just keeps coming. AJ's wife, who stood by him for years, files for divorce. His grandmother collapses in court, still swearing he's innocent. Dawn's family says they're finally able to heal. But for AJ, the battle isn't over. His appeals are moving forward. So from the gridiron to the gavel, AJ Armstrong's story is still unraveling. Was justice truly served, or is the real story still buried somewhere in those tiny drops of blood? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. If you want more true crime deep dives, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.